Have Tevin Watson handling the ball up top. Washington won its opener 71-39 over Prairie Heights. The Cavemen in their traditional 2-3 zone. Now they branch out into a man-to-man. Watson handles the ball on the right side. Down low on the block for Calhoun. No, that's Jerron Jamerson, and Jamerson hits the basket. Jerron with the first. Mishawaka very patient. That's Young outside. And Tork makes a bad pass. Showtime for Jamerson. Jerron Jamerson with 4 points and the lead back up to 8. And I trace it all back to when Tevin Watson picked up that second foul. Stalling short on the three. Got his own rebound and whips the pass down to Jamerson. And the inability of Mishawaka to box out on the outside cost them dearly there. Jamerson now with 6. And Mishawaka Cavemen just can't get over that three-point hump, though. Or at least they haven't yet. Ron Ivory's been quiet tonight. Here's Jamerson from the foul line. That's a sweet shot right there for Jerron Jamerson. He has 8.
And he has that shot.
And the rebound comes down, kicked out to Jamerson. Beat everybody down the floor, and Jerron's got 13. And the lead back up to 10. Every time Mishawaka makes a big steal right there. Watson to Jamerson. Jerron now with 15. Back to a 5-point lead. Go ahead.
And 12 turnovers.
Not been able to get past that mark. And here's Jamerson with a flush.
Great ball handling and great execution. If they're going to overplay in the backcourt, you got to be willing to take it right to the rim. Nice.
The Panthers were considered one of the favorites to win the NIC coming into the season, but they just really kind of struggled to find their niche a little bit. Had an up and down year. Zach Dashner getting the start tonight. He gets it down low to Jerron Jamerson. Jamerson had the ball stuffed that time by Leydig, so kicks it back outside, and here's Dashner handling the basketball.
We're seeing Penn with some good defensive intensity so far. They're not letting anything easy get inside. Even on that last little play there, caught him up with a block, and nothing easy so far.
The Kingsmen really switching defenses here. And it's confusing Washington. Jamerson went strong to the hole and drew the foul.
Well, twice on that possession, Washington went inside to kind of challenge some of the bigger guys on Penn. And at the very least, they're going to the free throw line.
On the TCU replay, you see that Jeff Leydig really hammered Jerron Jamerson on the left arm that time. So Jamerson goes to the foul line, and he's one of the better ones on Washington, a 68% free throw shooter. This is a young man who's been a 3-year varsity performer for the Panthers, and he's truly one of the go-to guys on this young team, and he hits the first. The free throws for Washington, sponsored by John Backstrom with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, as you get a look at Al Rhodes in his 29th season overall, coaching his 691st career game tonight.
That's a lot of games under his belt. I'm sure he'd like to have a victory in this prestigious 691.
So Jamerson hits them both, and it's a 2-0 Washington lead. Here come the Penn Kingsmen, winners of 16 games during the season. State Farm Insurance Agency in Mishawaka. Call Ryan at 257-8200. Stalling with the ball outside, tied at 5. Jamerson down low, gets the easy deuce. So Jerron Jamerson with 4. Washington back on top 7-5.
Right position, and if they know where the ball's going to end up, that gives them a good shot.
Leydig may have rushed that one a little bit, and Jamerson has numbers. Great pass to Stalling, but he missed the layup. There's Calhoun again, and he got the bucket in the bump.
Well, there's that offensive rebounding you were talking about, Chuck, and that's exactly what Washington's going to need to do. Foul your shots, get that ball, and now they're setting up for a 3-point opportunity.
Now we talk about the offensive rebound of Bo Calhoun, but he is not alone on this Washington. They can correct things. They can get right back in this.
Well, they can score quickly. We know they have some good shooters on the team. Let's get some open shots, just sink them.
Penn is playing terrific defense right now. Here's Jamerson going one-on-one against Hendershot, but Brady was there, and he still put it in. That's the added strength we're talking about. He could not have made that play as a sophomore.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's something that experience will get you some time in the weight room. Great job of keeping that ball up. So he took the hit coming up. Keeping that ball up in the air right off the board.
Yeah, Brady was all ball at the start, but then he came down and got the elbow right at the end, and that's where the foul was called. So Jamerson back to the line where he's 2 out of 3 tonight. And make it 3 of 4. He has 8 of the 20 points for Washington. And
pull the ball as long as you want. When you turn the ball over, it doesn't help.
Jeff Ladig, though, fails to hit the three-pointer, and Jamerson clears the boards. Watson says enough of this holding the ball.
And that's come out shooting.
Nate Ladig lost it off his foot. And stolen by Jamerson. Showtime. Jerron made a very long lead. 3.5 between them and getting the monkey off their back. They've been here 3 straight years and come up empty all 3 times. But it may not happen tonight. Watson has 17. % foul shooter on the year.
And tonight's game is brought to you in part by Imagineering Finishing Technologies, the industry knowledge source for metal finishing solutions. IFT can provide coatings, lubricants, testing, and consulting to handle your metal finishing needs. The team from Imagineering Finishing Technologies salutes the teams in tonight's game, and we're proud of their efforts.
Jamerson so emotional during last night's game that he drew a technical foul and fouled himself out. He's been able to keep himself in check tonight. Shows some poise, and the senior has 15 points, and his team just 27 seconds away from a